What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the world of Amos. How's everyone doing today? And if you were watching earlier, I'm sorry. My stream got disconnected. Or my internet dropped. I don't know. My internet's been real inconsistent to like the last month or so.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination.
I really hope there's not that many notifications. I think my notifications are trying to catch up from before. Thinking about it, I probably should have restarted my computer. That would have been the smart option. But yes, I was streaming earlier on Facebook, and then I think my internet dropped, and that's the whole reason why I disconnected earlier. But really, especially on Facebook, it's a little bit different than some of the other platforms, because sometimes if you just wait long enough and your internet reconnects kind of quickly, then it'll just reconnect to the stream. But normally it just takes like a few minutes for it to do that. But it didn't do that at all, so so I decided to do something else, or work on a few other things while I guess my internet was trying to catch back up. But nonetheless, we'll get a few rounds in the fog on YouTube, and then but really for me the big thing is it's 4 days away from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you have any questions about the game, please just let me know. We can kind of use this as a Q&A. I did see Azim making a comment on one of my videos. I know there is a bit of a learning curve with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it's more about understanding what the different objectives are, or the 4 different exits, and then whether you're a victim or whether you're a family member, it's just how you choose to protect it versus how you go about doing the different like the different objectives to achieve that exit. Because really the thing you got to focus on is that there's 4 different exits. What's up, South? Oh yeah, it's more like 3 days. It's not even 4 days anymore. You're right. But yeah, it's really the learning curve is just knowing where the exit is, or which exit it is, and then what items you may need to unlock or get through that objective, or what things you have to find and set up to actually activate the exit. But anyone that plays a lot of Dead by Daylight, or have played a lot of Dead by Daylight, I feel like, or really Friday the 13th is a better like resemblance of like the objectives, because like there's 2 cattle grid exits. One is attached to a generator, and the other one's attached to a car battery, which basically powers up the, I guess, the electric grid. And if you don't disarm it, you'll just get electrocuted and you can't escape. Wait, am I out of points? Oh, okay. I just don't have enough. But those are like the more obvious exits, because if you go to the exit, they will have a light on each side. And if it's red, it means it's active. And if it's green, it means it's inactive. I like how they designed the game and the maps, because you can make any map with any exit and it would work. Yeah, I like the structure of the game too, because like not only is it about like getting to the different exits, because I mean that's how you survive essentially, but also like within the map, to your point, like or at least the way I see it, the reason why I like the map is that there's like different perimeters you got to get out of. So it's like a game within a game. And then like the cool thing is that like once you understand what each family member can do, and like once you understand the different maps and you understand like the different crawl spaces or wall gaps that you can get through, or vice versa, that's what really changes the flow of the game. And I got to talk to one of the lead devs, and basically what he said or what he notices is that, at least amongst themselves or with the people that they've been playing with, is that just like any game, like there'll be like a meta. Like for instance, people that played the technical test, there was a big push to go to the fuse and protect the fuse. And then once people start picking up, like family members, that was like the main strategy, or rather like just based off the general game, then people learned how to protect it better. Then people had to find a different exit. Because like I found early on, like the fuse. Well, early on when people didn't know how to like activate the actual cattle grid exits, people would just basically do the speed runs. Because there were so many people that didn't actually, when they were playing family members, they weren't actually activating the gates. Which is another cool thing for me, is that for a killer, you actually have an objective. Like, you actually have to do something to set up the exit. It kind of keeps, it creates that cat and mouse type element where, like, because there's times where you mess with one exit so many times and the killer keeps blocking you off, and then you just eventually go to a different exit. Shit. I feel like all I ever play against now is Sadikos and Weskers. Oh shit. That was the worst time to get a tape. But if I don't grab a tape and she keeps teleporting, she's just gonna own me. Alright. More escapes and killers. Yeah. That was another thing that shocked me about like the game design in itself, because there's just so many there's so many give and take scenarios, right? Like you could focus all your energy on one or two victims, but then you basically leave all the other ones to escape. Or if you're a victim, like people like were kind of mad that people could escape right away if the killers didn't do something, like set up the exit gate, and like you would have people that would literally escape within a minute and a half of the game. But at the same time, like, that's fine. It sucks. I mean, it's cool for that person to escape, but it ultimately hurts other people, because when there's less victims in the maps, that means there's less people to distract and do other things. So yeah, that person may escape early, but it actually leaves the rest of the victims worse off. So like, there's give and take on both ends. So like, I like the aspect that, just like in Dead by Daylight, killers can get a 4K some kind of quickly. I like, because if you think about today's Dead by Daylight, no one can escape quickly. Like, that's not even an option. You have that in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So like, but yeah, when you mention like how there's more exit gates and the way that like each exit gate is designed, because there's like timed elements with the fuse exit and then the valve exit. I don't know. It was something I did not expect, because you're only used to one thing, or not really used to one thing. Because like, when I think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think of it more like finished Friday the 13th, or more like a polished Friday the 13th version. But I guess like you kind of get used to Dead by Daylight and only really having one objective, and then you see how like, yeah, the maps are really interesting. They're very interesting. Like, I feel like I need to do a whole video just on like the farm. Like you kind of have to do a video on each map, because each map kind of provides its own uniqueness, and some strategies may not work on certain maps as well on other maps. Does that person have flip-flop, or? You can't really get mad at the fact that people may not turn on the Jinn as Hitchhiker because it was their objective. They may made a mistake. No. Yeah, like it's like I said, there's like give and take. Like, I think part of it is like people are gonna have to learn how to what? Part of it is just learning like the different objectives, like I said, and just understanding how this game. Oh my god! Oh my god! I just want to finish this gen before she teleports over here, but it's too late now. I'm surprised she hasn't teleported yet. Okay. Thank you, Claudette. I guess she's going for the save. There's gonna be a night version of the maps. Yeah. I actually got to play some of the night versions when I was at the pre-release party. That was literally the first thing I noticed. Was as soon as I got in, the first match someone was playing, they were playing at the family house, and it was at night. I was like, what? Because initially, like, during the technical test, they only had one time of the day. And I think they even said, even on Twitter at one point, that they weren't really working on different variations of, or different times of day. And then they kind of surprised us with that. So, like, I feel like they have so much up their sleeve right now. Oh, shit. Oh, she's chasing someone. I think... Damn. The thing is that if she, like, starts walking over here or teleports... Well, if she teleports, I'm kind of screwed. Alright, this might be a good time to put my tape in and then go for the save. Oh, shit. Hopefully he can make it to the killer shack. But yeah, the cool thing about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then once people actually start playing it, they'll understand it is its own game. Because, like, whoops. Because the maps are truly unique. Like, or at least I've never played an asymmetrical game. Like, I feel like I played all of them. I feel like I played Evil Dead. I played last year. I played... Actually, the one I haven't really played was Resident Evil, whatever that one that they came up with. I mean, I played a little bit of the demo, but I didn't really, like, play it. And actually, I haven't played that new one that just came out with... I think it's called Outlast Trials or whatever. But in terms of the maps and, like, how the crawl spaces and how the wall gaps, how all that interacts with the actual characters themselves, it creates so many different scenarios. And even the wells, like how the wells are designed. It's like, yeah, you can kind of guarantee your safety by jumping through a well, but you go back to start, like, step one. And I'm like, that's so clever. It's like you're trading in your safety for, like, basically time. Like, in a way, yeah, you're safe, but then you're kind of unsafe too, because you have to start back at square one. And then the way it's designed too, you can't really spam just jump into wells, because eventually it's going to catch up to you. You're going to get hurt and bleed out. And then as the game progresses, when you get injured, because your heart is in, like, a decaying state, you start to bleed out faster. Oh shit. Yeah, it's just a well-designed game. It's weird. It's so weird, in a good way. Like, I feel like they thought of everything. What's up, Leon? I don't have to worry about this. I just need to sit on a gin. It's the best asymmetrical horror game. Yeah. I don't think it's about killing, and this is what I said, or I've always said, I think competition's good. I know, like, from the devs' perspective on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they don't even see Dead by Daylight as a competitor. But in terms of, like, people playing one game versus another, it is, in a way, like competition, as in, like, Coke and Pepsi. It's like they're two different things. They're two different brands of the same category or whatever. But the way I see it is, like, that's not a bad thing. Like, each game will make each game better, and as long as they have a uniqueness about each other, then... But yeah, I see, like... I see Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually pushing the envelope, and I think that's kind of like... I think that's what that's kind of like their vision. Like, they want to push the genre forward, and I can definitely see them doing that with this game, because... The thing about about Dead by Daylight is what makes Dead by Daylight cool is that you can play with like random, like some of your favorite horror characters are all paired randomly within different realms, and it's cool because you have a variety and it's like all your favorite horror characters in one. But the game itself is kind of generic, to whereas Texas Chainsaw Massacre was specifically picked because they wanted to do a 3 versus 4 format, which is, again, unique to the asymmetrical horror genre. So it's like the game wasn't arbitrarily picked like some of these licensed characters, you know, like, I don't know, it's just like you could tell like it was built out as Texas Chainsaw Massacre, whether it being like just a generic game that throws in a whole bunch of big names. Does that make sense? Like, to me, that is the difference, and that's what the game feels like to me. Like, it actually feels like they built it out to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not just a generic game. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being generic, because like what I love about the Dead by Daylight is just like the whole chasing element. It's like, oh my god, my favorite killer's chasing me. This is what it would feel like. I'm so distracted right now, I don't even know what I'm doing. You also hate that everyone says DBD is better because, yeah, but that's the problem. If your game is based off of licenses, like if your main attraction is bringing other games' licenses to one game, then you're screwed because you live and die by the sword. Does that make sense? But to me, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is more than just a license. Obviously, it is a license, but it's like it's a game. It's a complete game. Like, it feels like a complete game. Like, you work on gens. It just feels so generic. Everyone's working on random fucking gens. Like, what? But in Texas, you're like finding a valve to go to a different part of the map, and then you have to run to another part of the map to actually exit. Like, that's more fun than just like sitting on a gen. Like, dude, I have no idea what this killer's doing. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just like, the technical tests proved that people are really interested in the game and people loved it, because like the amount of people watching the game was insane. And then all the people that wanted to play after the fact shows that, like, and then they kept on playing. Everyone that damn, dude, why can I not find a gen? Okay. Oh, this is the gen I started with. What? She's... Damn it, I got caught with the tape. That's... Oh my god. Just so everyone knows, like... Oh my god! I'm not that great with 360 because I'm relatively new to keyboard and mouse. Like, I started on Xbox. Like, what feels natural to me is a controller. But I noticed, like, some of these games, especially Dead by Daylight, are definitely built out, like, from a PC perspective. Like, even though I can't 360 as good as I can with a controller, just running around, like, tiles feel way more smoother. Playing with, like, killers feels more smooth with keyboard and mouse than it does controller. But yeah, it's just, it may not seem that much, but, like, when I do, like, when I make the killer miss like that, it just means, like, I'm taking another step with, like, keyboard and mouse. I know it's not the most impressive thing, but... Oh, yeah, plot twist. I probably should use plot twist. I don't know. I think we're screwed either way. I probably waited too long to use plot twist, to be honest. Because if I use it now, there's a good chance that that guy's going to finish that gen. You know what? I should take this. Yeah. So if I use plot twist, it's just going to put me in an injured state. I'd rather be healthy. Shit. Oh, he's chasing someone already. But she probably has no Ed watch. It's always been the same objectives. Yeah. I do think Texas Chainsaw Massacre will push Dead by Daylight to do different things. They're going to understand that because they think from a development perspective, I've heard their dev say this, Dead by Daylight, is that the whole reason why it's only hooks and gens is that from the surface, anyone that's not used to Dead by Daylight can watch and be like, oh, well, I know how to play Dead by Daylight because you just have to work gens and hook people as killer. You know, like, that to me, like, or that to them is what the appeal to the game is that it should be simple to play. But anyone that plays Dead by Daylight knows it's not that simple because you got to get used to all the 30 million different maps and variations, and there's always the 50 different killers that have their own perks and unique add-ons. Like there's such a big learning curve that, damn, I should have opened that gate. She still missed. Oh my god, I just gotta go with it. The thing is like, you can't spin the same way. Oh my god! Okay, alright. I gotta record that. That's... I probably could have ran out sooner, but I was really just trying to be that distraction for my teammates. Because in my head, I was like, why is it taking so long for them to go for that save? Like, I'm getting chased. I was almost worried that the guy wasn't gonna get saved. And it's weird. How am I paired up with all console players? I mean, not like whatever, but like connection-wise, it would be more smooth if I got paired more with PC players. Like, just, I don't know, it's so weird playing solo, especially on Steam. Sunny was weak? Honestly, I felt Anna was kind of weak, but you just... The thing that people don't realize too, and I didn't really realize this after the fact, is that there's not necessarily any weak characters, is that they all have specific things that they're really good at. And then plus, when you're able to play the full meta game, you can level up certain aspects of the characters that you find weak, or enhance their ability to where it's more efficient to your needs. So like, honestly, I was using some characters kind of in the wrong way, so I wasn't really maximizing. Now, obviously, there's things that you can that they're gonna tweak based off of what they see, I guess, on a more global scale. But yeah, I thought Sunny was kind of strong because again, he was one of the few people that just off the base level he could actually outrun the hitchhiker. Like I had a lot of success as Sunny outrunning the majority of the family members. I mean, hitchhiker was kind of difficult, especially if there's two people on you, but with Sunny's endurance, man, I just felt like, damn. Plus, we haven't really experienced, again, like the skill tree and like how perks interact with their abilities and stuff. So like that could really make a big difference. But from my perspective, I thought Sunny was, in my opinion, the second best. Like for me, I'm definitely picking Leland, and then Sunny would be my second option. Like Julie, she's really stealthy, but she has no strength. Julie wasn't in the technical test, was she? Because hold on, it was Annie, Connie, yeah, or Anna, Connie. Yeah, I find Julie interesting. Because I actually, when I was at the pre-release party, I asked Wes like who his favorite character was, and he said Julie, and I'm like, damn, I wish I knew more about Julie. Like I know the description of her. Like, she is stealthy. And then I think her ability, like, it really enhances her endurance, I think. So she actually might be pretty good at short bursts. So, like, if you're, like, running for the exit, like, say you're on the driveway and you just need that burst, especially if you're going against Leatherface and he has that instant down. Yeah, no, I'm excited to actually play with all the different characters, including the family members, Sissy and Johnny. But yeah, it was interesting. Like, even though like we couldn't like main anyone, and like when you picked a family member or victim, it was all random. I liked it because it forced you to play different ways within the character. But then you just realize, like, I don't know. For me, it was just fun to play different styles and be successful with it. It was so funny because, like, I hated Leland at first because I thought he was so loud, and I thought, like, and don't get me wrong, stealth is very important, but then once you understand, like, what Leland's good for, you're like, damn, he's strong. Like, heard more family members being made. Yeah, I think there was a teaser. I really do think there was a teaser. Like, hold on, I got it right here. Because I noticed the intros, if you listen to, like, when you're loading into the game, and there was like a radio report. If you listen to the radio report, occasionally they would have, like, they would say something different. Hold on.
Agents throughout Bell County have turned into a search for a known fugitive. Omar Polly, native of Holland, Texas, was arrested in 1960.
You hear that? It's kind of, I don't know if the volume's loud enough, but here, hold on. Oh, yeah.
Omar Polly, native of Holland, Texas, was arrested in 1960.
Yeah, because, like, if you listen to the radio report, the first message is always about Ana Flores, but then if you listen to it long enough, or if it takes a little while to load into the game and it plays, like, the second message, there's always, like, something else that's going on. And I wonder if this is, like, a clue to the other killer.
Omar Polly, native of Holland, Texas, was arrested.
I don't know if he's saying Omar Polly or Omar Holly, but yeah, I was like, I wonder if that's a clue.
It's a good
It could just be,
movie,
like,
he
random,
says.
too.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
Sorry, that's kind of loud. Cook and Cannibal could be the weak. They can't go anywhere. Oh, yeah, but I think the thing is, when you play, like, communication is a little bit more important, I feel like, for family members than what it is for survivors or victims. But I think to be really successful as family members, you just have to, like, make sure it's always 2 versus 1. Like, you got to start chasing someone immediately, and then because, like, the quicker you catch up to them, the quicker you can finish them. But I think it's, as family members, you got to learn how to stalk in pairs and sometimes trios. I don't think it's really wise to have, like, 3 people chasing someone early. I mean, obviously, if you can get the kill one-on-one, that's optimal, but you usually have to be outside for that. But if you think in pairs as family members, I feel like that's where you're going to have the most success. That's why I feel like Johnny and the Cook are actually going to be the best pair, because, like, it's going to be so easy for them to know where people are, as long as they're communicating with each other. Because Johnny will always see the footsteps if they're close, so even if they hide somewhere, he'll just see the footsteps exactly where they run. And if you're positioned basically on each side of the wall, he's going to run into, or whoever you're chasing is going to run into one of the family members. But I do wonder if it's going to get to the point where, like, maybe you don't always have to pick Leatherface. You know what I mean? Because, like, as it is right now, or maybe they've updated it already, but someone always has to pick Leatherface. And I wonder going forward if they're going to change that. I feel like they might. But maybe not. I don't know. It's too early to say. Nancy turned Johnny into a killer? It's a victim named Danny. If you get Johnny and the Cook, then Sissy or the Hitch to chase, it would be good. I should double check. Because as of right now, I think every match you at least have to have Leatherface. Or maybe they just did that for the technical test. Well, no. Technical test, they just made you pick the 3. But honestly, I don't think Leatherface is that weak either. Like, I think part of it is like once people understand, like, because I didn't realize I was using the chainsaw wrong until I watched other people play with him. But I didn't really get to play with Leatherface that long enough to actually perfect it. But he's got an ability where he can like instantly knock you down. Shit. Damn, dude. I just feel like you gotta predict their movement. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. That actually worked. Oh no. I did it too late. Damn. I was about to say, damn. Damn, they all got off the gins. I'm actually surprised he walked all the way back up there. I think probably because before I could actually, because it's kind of bugged. Like it's not like a quick tap to hit plot twist. Like I feel like you gotta have to hold it sometimes. But outside of that, I think because it took me so long to actually go into a dying state and go silent, he could hear me on the other side of the wall, so he knew I was there close. But when I actually went into a plot twist and he broke the wall, he thought I ran out. But I bet after a while, he probably was like, oh, maybe I was in the locker. So I guarantee you he's probably going to check the locker and see if I was in there. Oh, shit. Actually, there might be... I feel like there should be a gin down here. Should be on this wall. Yep. Nice. Yeah, worst case scenario, we wasted a bit of time. Like, even though I wasn't able to pick myself up, it did allow him to work on those gins a bit longer, but... Yeah, oddly enough, I'm pretty psyched about the plot twist. I know they're probably going to nerf it eventually. To a certain extent. I can see where you probably lose efficiency. Like if you go into a dying state, it probably takes longer to pick yourself up. That's usually the route they go, making it take longer to like heal yourself or pick yourself up. Nice. Okay, I wasn't sure if they had. I can't think of the perk's name. So many perks. It's always nice to have a cannibal in the match. That's why the game is called... Yeah. No, I get that. But, I mean... I do get Leatherface as, like, the main character, but it is a family, though. It is from, like, a family perspective. I think... Like, I feel like... Character-wise, like, I feel like a lot of people like the cook. I wouldn't say as much as Leatherface, but... I thought that thing was going to turn into a hex. I don't know. I guess I can see myself playing a lot with the cook. Cook or Johnny. I'll probably try out Johnny, but I feel like Johnny's going to be so popular that I may end up just picking the cook. Yeah, from the family. Well, that's another thing. Like, when they build out the characters and add more, they're actually going to be from... Shit. Oh, damn, I almost ran into that. Tree tech. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I should be able to use my plot twist now. Oh no, she's dead. And I think I'm running the wrong way, right? I'm so bad at remember where exits are. Oh yeah, I see it. I see my teammate running around in circles over here. Yeah, I see, like I could use it. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have enough time to pick myself up. Oh no, that person got moried. Mini moried, probably. It's too late. He looks such like a hippie, right? I don't mind that look at all. Alright, I think we got all the points we need. The final judgment, yeah. See, I feel like all killers should have like that mini Mori built in, but I don't want it to be like so easy, kind of like, I don't want it to be like spammable, kind of like the way Sadako is now, where she, like, as long as someone's not holding a tape, she can just teleport and they get, because like her cooldown is too quick. So it feels like she can just kind of spam it and just not really have to chase people that long. Just catch them when they're actually fully condemned and then just Mori them without even hooking them. That just seems kind of...
Okay, I missed something.
Feels cheap. But the way his is designed, it kind of like, it forces you to do things. Or you actually have to wait until the death hook. Whoops. Damn, I should have done this a long time ago. But it really doesn't matter. I guess it's just something to do in between matches. As far as like collecting these points and being concerned about that. Because at the end of the day, come Friday, it's all about leveling up all my my Texas Chainsaw Massacre characters. Yeah, I wonder what kind of DLC they're going to have. I mean, I've heard of things for like Leland. I'm like, damn. Like, I just feel like I'm going to spend so much money. I got to be careful. Okay. All right. Hold on. Oh, it was a Pyramid Head. Sorry, I was trying to think, like, who did I just play? Because it feels like, in general, like the last couple of weeks, it's been a lot of Sadakos and Weskers. The one I haven't seen in a while was a Wraith. I'm not understanding this, like, where does this come from? What does this relate to? Like, this is really confusing. Damn, there's only 2 more days. Yeah, that's right. It's like 2.5 days, technically, right? Does it say the hours? It probably says on the tome challenges. That's right, I can't. I'm assuming the event ends at like 10 a.m. Thursday. Yeah, I feel like, well, I don't know, because the technical test was just a small sample size of like the total amount of people that are going to be playing, and the majority of the people that are playing, it's going to be crossplay. So like, but I want to say at the height of the technical test, there was about 10,000 people playing, or maybe it was around 10,000, which is that's actually pretty incredible to me for like a technical test, and it just being Steam. But I feel like the biggest user base is probably going to be Xbox, because it's going to be on Game Pass day one. But with all the characters going to be out, I guess I'm interested to see like if people are going to play with like Sissy more than like maybe the Hitchhiker, because they kind of have like the same, like they can all go through crawl spaces. But the main difference is that Sissy can like hide in like the closets or like the trunks or whatever. Basically where the victims can hide, she can hide. And I think the Hitchhiker is more stealthy in the sense that he can like crouch like in a bush. So like if he wants to set a trap in a place where you know like someone's gonna have a pretty good chance of like getting caught in, he can just hide in a bush real close and kind of sneak attack people that way. Yeah, I already pre-ordered mine, which I found out I didn't necessarily have to, but it's okay. It's weird in this situation. I'm okay with like just giving them my money. Like, just take it. Yeah, Sissy seems kind of strong. I feel like she's going to be popular because she's going to be more of a hindrance. Because, like, if she can set poison... I know she's got, like, a thing where she can set poison on, like, the generators or, I think, items. Like, to me, it's going to force people to slow down even more. Because I think once you get infected, like, you got to get, like, some type of potion to... I want to say you got to get something else to, like, deactivate it or whatever, or to cure it. Actually, I have no clue because no one's played with her. I'm not sure if it's something that you... I'm sure there's a way to, like, counteract it. But it's like another little thing that takes you away from working the actual objective. Or maybe slowing you down from working it. Okay, it's either Wesker or Nemesis. I feel like if it was Nemesis, he'd be over here already. Because it's really rare to see a Nemesis player without lethal. Oops. Corrupt again. I've yet to see a zombie, but I haven't heard Wesker. Okay, well. Now we know. Ooh. I feel like that should have been a pallet stun. Oh man. Joel? Oh wow. Should try to hit that flashlight save from downtown. Yeah, I played against the hacking. I actually have videos of it. I guess Ooh, wow. He's still caught up really quickly. See how ridiculous that is?
Just accept your fate.
But yeah, out of respect to the devs, I decided not to like show it because, well, A, it was like really dark, but you could see like basically a lot of her animations and stuff. The only thing was I don't think the person was actually using the poison. And then also it was really dark. So there was like a lot of things that you couldn't really see. Shit. Huh. It feels like my connection's interrupted again. Why? Why does the internet suck? I'm not sure if you can hear me, but no, my connection seems to be shitty right now, so... I don't know if it's going to clear up or not. I'm hoping it clears up after a while, but this sucks because I don't know. I have no confidence, like, man, especially when Texas Chainsaw Massacre comes out. I'm really nervous.
I'll see you dead.
Damn. It's such a Wesker match. Yeah. She's gonna have to run away from the hook. Damn, I feel like Broski's gonna get healed too. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I thought it was behind that barrel. Yeah, that shit was so slow. It's just really delayed? Okay. Damn, I don't know. I feel like it could have been like an update to OBS too, because I feel like there was like an update to OBS, and then ever since then there's like a lot of well, then also my internet has been very unstable too. But I've never had this many problems, like consecutively. So I feel like something's up. It's either an update to one of the programs I run, or it's just literally the internet. Like, I'm hoping it clears up, but God, there's like nothing over here. Shit. Here he comes. Oh my god.
I expect
Okay, what okay, what was I against? People are still using Circle of Healing. Yeah. Whoa. With that blue light. Oh, what? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, look. It looks like it finally cleared up. Holy shit.
there's no point in hiding.
I wish he would just kill me. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Why? Just for a 4K? This is so silly. I should have done this in the first place. It was kind of my mistake. Like, the dude's literally gonna wait until this fucker. Oh my god, dude. This is why they gotta get rid of the DC penalty. I mean, the easiest option that they could do to prevent people from like having to DC is literally they could just have a faster bleed out option. But to force people to sit through this is kind of bullshit. This is why I say they force people to play shitty matches. There's nothing competitive about this or fun. Just hook me. Get it over with, dog. Congratulations. I just don't understand, like, the thought process behind this. Like, at one point do you just say, like, okay, let's allow this in our game where someone can literally lay on the ground for 3 minutes. Yeah, I feel like there's not really like dull moments in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like you have closure. You just die and you move on to the next. Like, I wasn't sure like how I was gonna feel about it initially, but it's just you actually, like I said, you just have closure. There isn't none of this like we're gonna drag out a shitty ass match. But yeah, the last thing I'm gonna do is sell out my teammate. Like, she should not have to. Yeah. I just can't believe how many people are like literally obsessed with the 4K. That they have to play like this. But again, this is all has to do with like not having a secondary option to escape, as in a hatch. But the only reason why I'm crawling is that supposedly you bleed out faster. About the perk builds, about making videos? Yeah, I saw it. What about it? Okay. Oh my god, dude. For a fucking 4K though. That's just All I could think of is that one dev saying like if you don't really escape, did you like I don't know. They said some like nonsensical shit. Okay. I'm kind of relieved though that it was able to correct itself. Because I don't mind waiting if it like eventually fixes itself, and then because I noticed that's what happened last time I streamed on YouTube, that it ran into like a hiccup and then it wouldn't correct itself, and I started the stream over again, and then I didn't have any issues. So I'm hoping maybe from here on out we should be good. But it's just weird that it always like it happens like within an hour within the stream, something like comes up. Oh, I got you. No worries. Yeah, it's so crazy to me. That's so crazy that I can't just DC. Well, actually, even if I DC, it still hurts my teammate. Because if I DC, then it becomes a bot, and then they still have to wait it out. So really, it should come down to like they should just have a quicker bleed out option. Like, that would be the most logical thing. But I don't think the killer really earns the kill by forcing someone to bleed out. Because really, the smart thing to do, and I'm glad the person didn't really try to pick me up, is that she just waited it out. Yeah, I think there's a whole bunch of unknowns until like in terms of builds. Because I mean, I think the easiest thing to understand is like how you can enhance their like abilities, but really the secondary thing is like how does the perk react to like their certain abilities versus maybe possibly the map. I don't know, from some of the things I've heard from the pre-release party, like from things that people were able to see in terms of like the perks, because I mainly focused on like the ability. I thought I was looking at the skill tree, but I wasn't really looking at the full skill tree. I was just looking at the abilities, where you can actually enhance each character's ability, and then once you get past that, you can actually get into the skill tree, which I guess then unlocks the perks. Strode. A little confusing. I think, yeah, I think it's just one of those things where it probably makes more sense as you play it, because you'll see like the different options. But I think what makes it really unique, and what I think was smart about the way they did it, was that you can go one way and you can kind of see like what kind of options you can have. But then if you go that one way, you're not going to have the same options if you go that other way, if that makes sense, right? So like they're forcing people to like go the different options, but if you do, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like there's little details there that's like, because you can't have it all essentially right away, and I like that. Plus, I'm interested to see like how that actually relates to the game. Like, how many games do you have to play to actually unlock a good amount of things that can be useful? But then this is like the tricky part. Like, I like those things that adds different layers, but I don't want it to be like, because I love how like the base game it is already and how balanced it feels. Like, I just don't want it to take away from that, to whereas like sometimes I feel like Dead by Daylight is too dependent on like perks, and they use perks to kind of change the way people play, even though it's always doing the same thing over and over. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is going to be fun. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh my god. Like, when we played the technical test, to me it felt like summer camp. It was so much fun. It's another Wesker. I feel like he might have lethal because he seems to be running a very specific route. Or going to a very specific direction. Or he might just be patrolling like he should be. It's really rare to see... Damn. I gotta go to the street. Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna be a problem either. I honestly, like, one of the things, I think they actually have a vision. I really do. I think in some aspect, Dead by Daylight kind of feels like they go by the, like, wherever the wind is blowing, kind of, to whereas I feel like Gun kind of has like an actual direction that they're trying to go. Wow. Did I miss the generator? Because I feel like there should be one in that house. Maybe it's right here. But it's weird that there's no gen in that whole corner. I probably missed it. I think that too, like, they throw a lot of stuff out there, which, like, variety is never necessarily a bad thing, but I also think they try to make too many people happy at once. But I think part of it, though, is I do understand, because I understand that games are a company and that it is important to make money for them to continue to develop the game. So, like, when it comes to certain aspects, to incentivize, like, people to buy more DLCs, like, I don't mind that they do it. I just wish there's more to it, because I think really the formula for Dead by Daylight is licenses, specifically killers, are what put eyes onto the game and brings people to actually play. But the reason why people keep playing is usually because they like to play as Survivor. So it's like they have a weird way of balancing the game in terms of, like, trying to make the killer feel dominant versus, like, making sure survivors are actually having, like, fun while they play as well. So, like, it's really weird because it's like the main attraction to the game is probably licensed killers, but really the main reason why people keep playing the game is because they like to play with their friends and try to survive. So it's like, it's weird. I think a simple, well, not really simple, but, like, if they just made killer third person, kind of like how Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, like, everything is in third person, that in itself would incentivize people to play killer more. Like, I've seen so many complaints about killer in terms of just first person, it makes people sick. What happened earlier? My internet went out again. Luckily, I was able to reconnect. My internet's been very spotty lately, so I don't know. I don't know if it might actually have something to do with the heat. It's been, like, crazy hot the last couple of weeks. Maybe even a month now. I feel like this past month has been basically triple digits. But no, my internet connection's been really, really unreliable. Someone DC? Yeah. The Cheryl bot. She might actually do gens, though. When you're in that situation where someone's, like, flash blinding you, you just gotta listen to their footsteps. Just, especially if they're injured, it's really easy to see where they're grunting towards. But just listen to the footsteps and try to follow them and make sure that they don't get quieter. As long as you can maintain the sound of the footsteps, and if you don't hear anything, then you pretty much know they didn't run anywhere. Before, you could get away with just sitting there and let the killer run past, but killers have been getting good at looking back. So as long as you walk past them and start running, you usually get enough distance to get to the next tile. But yeah, killers, you can tell, like, they don't really listen to footsteps like they should. Oh yeah, look. Cheryl bot is actually working the gin with me. And actually, with some of the enhancements that they did for Survivor, like the heart, the visual, what's it called? A visual sensor? I'm drawing a brain fart. But since they added some of those things for survivors, I feel like they should add a field of view slider for killers. Like, I know that would kind of give them an advantage in terms of seeing the map more, but I think it'd just be more healthy if more people could play killer. And when they weren't really like, they weren't trying to appease the small crowd of killers that they have right now, because they tend to get whatever they want. Yeah, look at that person's getting tunneled out. I don't know what bot Cheryl's doing. She may want to run away. They have Shadow Board, but it takes up the perk slot. Yeah, I mean, if they really get... I mean, that's honestly... Look, Cheryl is just, like... How could the bot be that bad? Nice. I was hoping he would chase me. Cheryl, you were like the worst bot ever. Cheryl legit didn't, like, stood in that corner freaking out. But if she helps me with this gen, then we should be all right. They don't want the bots to be too efficient. Why would she run away, though? Yeah, it's weird because, like, if you play bots, like, in, like, private queues, they actually play a little bit more efficient. Like, I have no idea why that bot would run away in this situation. Oh! No way. Oh, we still have one more gen. Yeah, there's no way we finish that. When did they add the bots? That was like whenever the Nicolas Cage chapter came out is when they added the bots. But I like the DC bots. I could tell they kind of dumbed them down though. They used to be a little bit more efficient, especially in the PTB. That Cheryl bot is something else. Am I getting chased? No. I feel like the gen should be in this corner. Oh, look. Someone found it. Well, the next big change that they're gonna try to incorporate to the base kit is the anti-camping, basically the anti-face camping mechanic. If the killer's like so close to the hook, then the person on the hook should be able to save themselves. Is that person in the basement? Yeah, see, I need to get chased. I need to find the pallet. Look, the bot Cheryl finally got on a gen after 10 minutes. Alright. I guess it was a distraction enough. Alright. Let's hope that someone's running to the gate. Oh, wow. No one's working the gate, really. Somehow the bot got caught. Wait, old gin tampons? Wait, what? What's my favorite Dead by Daylight chapter? If I had to pick a chapter, even though it's not there anymore, I would say Stranger Things, because I felt like as a whole, like Stranger Things was really good for the Dead by Daylight community. I like the fact that like Stranger Things is like an ongoing thing.
Is that all you have?
That's bot Cheryl. I don't even know if I should save her. Oh, oh look. Damn, he got me. Ironically, bot Cheryl gets to live. Oh! If I was hitting more great skill checks, I probably could have escaped. Come on, Kobe. Oh. Oh, he still picked her up. She should break free, though, right? Okay, I was gonna say, if she doesn't break free. She still got caught! What the fuck? Nah, he got me before the exit. It's another little weird thing about the mechanic. Like, you can't just run straight out, because if he catches you right where the exit gate is, instead of like just letting you go, which would make the most sense, like the most logical thing would be that you just be able to run out. Since he can't exit it, I guess since there's like a force field for him, it actually pins you against the wall. So if he catches you like right where you're exiting, and you're injured, he just picks you up. He'll pinch you against the wall, then he picks you up. So you can't just like run out. So I was trying to bait him into like running into the thing himself, and then just, but he waited, he held it in enough to where he could pin me against the wall. Some dude said that Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dead by Daylight are the same thing. Yeah, it's because they don't, I mean, it's one of two things. They don't really know what Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, like what the game is actually about, or they don't really know what asymmetrical gaming is too. Like when it comes to like horror, survival, asymmetrical, like they might just be new to like that genre as a whole. Because like if you barely play asymmetrical like horror games, you probably think they all are the same, right? But for those that put like a lot of hours into it, they clearly know it's especially Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Dead by Daylight, completely different games. Like where you start at the very core of it, 3 versus 4 makes it a completely different game, or like feel to it. But yeah, it's I guess that's the thing about 2023. Everyone I guess has to have their opinion known. The old gen platforms is not crossplay. Yeah. I feel like, but still, the majority of the people that are playing, well, I don't know. Xbox might be the exception since it's going to be on Game Pass. But I would say the majority of people are probably on the newer generation consoles, because Yeah, I think as long as you have like the new gen console or Steam, and then I think even Microsoft Windows, they should all be in the same. But that might be something that they can enhance down the road too. Like they can make it to where. But then again, like I feel like because you're not cross-playing with so many different generations of like consoles, it might make the gameplay actually smoother. Because I wonder about that with Dead by Daylight. That could be part of the reason why the desync is so bad. Is like you're connecting like all the different generations of Xboxes and PlayStations and Switch, Steam. Plus they're starting to like mix people with other servers. Well, it's hard to say. I can't really speak for other people, but in general, like, I feel like when people say nonsensical stuff, it's just because literally they just don't know what they're talking about. Because at the surface, they probably think what they're saying sounds good, but they just truly don't know what they're talking about. Which is fine. Like, whenever you get in those situations, you just move on. You're just going to waste your time trying to explain something. Because, like, I'll post a video, and, like, the majority of, like the reactions and, like, the views it gets or whatever. Like, I had a reel went viral on for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and, like, the things that people were complaining about, I'm like, oh, my God, it's so irrelevant. But I just, like, all right, whatever. I'll just move on. Is it Epic Gaming's getting? I don't think Epic. I could be wrong, but I feel like Epic is not part of the release. Because I want to say when it comes to PC, you basically have two options, which is Steam and then Microsoft Windows or whatever it's called. Only Gun, right? You're talking about the creators of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It's Gun and Sumo. Those are the two companies that that essentially created Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sumo are the developers, and then Gun Media is the publishers. But as far as I can tell, they have a really good relationship. Like I mean, from what I could see and from what I saw from the technical test, it just, I feel like they're so in tune of what like they need to do. They just understand like really what needs to be done. Like, yeah, that's true. Damn, I feel like my connection's about to get shaky again. I mean, it's showing good on my OBS. Oh, nice, Oni. Finally, a different killer. But yeah, you're right. You can kind of tell how good a game really is if like people are complaining about very trivial stuff. The one thing I can't get over is just like how beautiful it looks. Like when you're playing in the game, it makes you feel like you're in Texas, like you're part of the movie. Shit. Wow. Thank God for Unbreakable. But the thing is, you might make it back over here in time before I can pick myself up, especially if this person keeps walking over here. Yeah. Okay. He's just gonna like feed off my blood orbs. That's the shitty part. That's exactly what he's doing. He's just gonna power up. Shit. Yeah, it sucks that I can't even use my my flip-flop, or not flip-flop, my plot twist after I use Unbreakable. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. They really think getting up twice by yourself is that like that valuable? Like, nice, we actually finished the gin. What's up, Azim? Oni Shadow's the best. He's pretty freaky. A good Oni is pretty terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. He might be headed this way. Feels like it's taking forever. That's usually how it is. Just the closer you get to something that you're excited about, you anticipate it more and more. Minutes feel like hours. Hours feel like days. But honestly, like, for me, this is like, it feels like the week of Christmas, you know? It's like, yeah, you're excited and time is kind of slowing down, but at the same time, like, you know something really good is about to happen, you know? So, like, it numbs the pain that I feel through Dead by Daylight. You know, like... Okay. Dude, I'm bleeding so much. Damn. Shit. He's gonna come over here, pal. We gotta run. Damn, there's like no safe option. That didn't sound good. Yeah, look, he's coming right over here. Damn, dude. Oh, he's slugging. Oh my god. Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, we're screwed. Split up. Split up. Do not run the same direction. Killer slugging. Yeah, I mean, if anyone kind of gets a pass, it's Oni because he's kind of built that way. But it sucks that, yeah, it's basically every match. I despise the twins. Like I literally think they made the twins because they're so pissed off of like people complaining about slugging and camping that they literally made a killer that's all they do is basically slug and camp. I'm like, I literally think that's why they created the twins, because they got so mad at people complaining. What really hurts playing against Oni now is just how long it takes to heal in general. Because he covers so much ground with his special ability. Yeah. I think he's got barbecue chili too, because he went directly where we were several times. So he probably has barbecue chili, which makes a lot of sense with his ability. He probably has lethal and barbecue chili. Yeah, that was a quick save. I expect him to power up in like 10 seconds. Oh shit. Yep. I don't think I make this. Ooh, I did. Okay, shit. I'm so used to getting boned there. Even though like I felt like it should have been clean, I usually get hit there. Yeah, that was a mistake. Ah! Oh, he's shaking his head. Okay. Almighty powerful killer. You're so talented, man. So talented, man. I only see one person. But I definitely think he's got barbecue chili. That person legit just stayed in a locker. What the fuck? I guess we could all just hide for a bit. I feel like he's gonna find us in here. Yeah. Dude, she stopped working the gin too, and she's on the other side of the map. So confused. He finally broke out of his ability. So he's not going to be extremely fast. Alright, I'll work on this gin. By myself. Hide or heal. Both. None of those options finish the match. I decline. I'll work a gin. Oh, yep, this is where I get fucked. I gotta drop this pallet. They're on the same gen somehow. Yeah, it's actually the gen I'm running towards. How about heal and then work on a gin? Yeah, we were trying that, but I mean, at this point, I might as well just die on a gin. This gin might actually block me from being seen. Now he's actually running right over here. Best thing I could do is run him away from this gen, and then hopefully someone can run back to that gen to finish it. While I'm getting chased, I hit my adrenaline. Damn. I'm just bleeding so much. All I see is my blood orbs. Finally, okay. Now I can just hide in this bush. Oh, is that a totem? Nice. Michaela's by the gin. I kind of want to get back in that bush. But if I stay in there too long, the birds will come get me. Okay, he just broke out of his thing. There's another gin over here. She's working on a chest. I can't use plot twist because I've already used unbreakable. It doesn't make any sense, but that's... Shit. I gotta hide again. He's gonna like be able to basically power up an infinite amount of times because like I'm bleeding out so much. The best bet is him chasing me on this corner, or maybe my teammate, and then us, the other person finishing the gin on the other side of the map. Oh shit, she got caught. Okay, I feel like I gotta go to a different locker. It feels like he knows where my blood orbs are. Ah, shit. Holy shit, dude. Honestly, if I could have used plot twist before, this match would have been a lot different. But I just feel like I've been bleeding out the whole match. I'm trying to think. I'm not 100% convinced that plot twist is not better than inner strength, because you lose so much efficiency when you get into situations where you use unbreakable before you can use plot twist. So it's like it's almost as if I feel like I would almost be better just playing with inner strength than plot twist. When you're bleeding, yeah, it's tough. That's why it's like you always got to make sure someone's pushing a gin. Because if you just sit there and just like hide and bleed out, like he's just eventually going to catch everyone. That's why you get like the only way to keep him from like being so dominant is them having to pressure gins, but I don't think we ever got to that point. The Simpsons probably predicted Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out. It's a possibility. Kind of want to check to see. I feel like the stream might have split into two, which is, I guess, okay. I would prefer it just to be one whole stream, but whatever.
I don't want to hear another one of those ridiculous quotes.
That's right. Tell us how you really feel, Nick. I actually feel like the way this game is built out, it would actually be better if it's 1 versus 3. But then they would definitely have to add bot killers, which I think would actually be okay. I think them adding bot killers and survivors is actually would do a lot of good for the game. Because there's just so many instances where people are like toxic unnecessarily, like more toxic than what they should be. But I feel like if you played occasionally against bots and like there wasn't that feeling of that someone having to get the 4K, like it'd make it a little bit more enjoyable in the long run. That's the type of killer, if you stay injured, they can just feed off your blood orbs. But yeah, but at the same time, you just can't be healing all the time. Also, like, if there's no one to heal you, there's nothing you can do but to work gens. Like, I don't know. Like, even in the worst conditions, I'm, like, okay with working gens while being injured. But the thing is that everyone's got to do the same thing. Like, even if you get one person that's kind of, like, off from that, then it slows the game enough to where, like, eventually everyone's going to get caught. Because the person that's doing all the shit is going to get out first because they're the only one doing objectives. But I don't know. I noticed that, like, people that focus gens as much as I do, we tend to, like, do really well versus... Yeah. Oh, he sees someone. Hello, Dredge. He's getting ready to teleport. Oh. The main thing is that someone, somewhere... Oh shit, he's got sloppy. Why? Yeah, they're a team. When someone's chasing someone halfway across the map, they're a team. And now she's getting chased. Hey, what was the point of that, Ada? You basically thrown the match. Guess what? Your teammate that forced me to go for the save is going to make me to work on this gen. Good luck. I got to be careful because they can pin me in. Yeah, see, look, that's exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to do sit right here. Gens before friends. Look, she's already given up on the hook. This is another reason why they got to get rid of the DC penalty. They're forcing people to give up on the hook. Now they're going to spend the rest of the match healing each other just to get injured again. Instead of just pushing that one gen in that area, finishing the gen first, and then healing. Whatever, dude. I can guarantee you the person that's on the hook now is probably going to give up. Because they're going to see us all the way across the map. Oh, and they're in the basement. Never played against a knight in Dredge? Knight's a bit different. Oh, wow. That was quick. Actually, they're kind of similar in the sense that, like, whenever they drop their anti-loop, you got to just run to a different tile. So as soon as the knight drops his guard... I don't think he's still chasing me. Barbecue chili. That's fine. This is such a dumb match anyways. Are they really working on a gen? Like, I just... She's just sitting on the gen.
Help me!
Yeah, they're definitely a team. They're just doing stupid shit. They threw a match just so they can pick each other up in front of the killer so they can use the endurance. Like, that was the whole play. Like, come on. The knight has the most stylish Mori? I don't know. I don't know. Like, the alien, to me, is probably up there. I guess you can include the singularity. But yeah, that could be like the top three. Well, I pretty much consider the singularity and the aliens Mori basically the same thing. What's up, Luke? But no, the Knight's Mori is pretty cool though. The one that I really felt that was like lackluster was a Skull Merchant, because they repurposed the Freddy Mori. Yeah, Ghostface is cool. Ghostface is... I feel like Ghostface will always be in my top 5. It's probably 5th. Just without even, like, really thinking about it. Because I like the slapstickness of it, of, like, him taking the picture. One's actually got a pretty good Mori. I don't know if he would be in the top 5, though. I think the Trickster actually has a pretty good Mori. Deathslinger. He's got a really good Mori. Xenomorph? Yeah. The only problem about the Xenomorph is that it's not... Don't get me wrong, it's a good killer. He's kind of intricate because there's like different layers of his abilities, but if you have a mind for Dead by Daylight, it's not going to be a problem, but I just feel like part of the reason why Wesker's so popular is that he's very simplistic. He's just kind of like a point and click type killer, to where like Xenomorph, you kind of have to plan things out, especially if you're going through the tunnels. And then especially with like his little tail whip. Speaking of Mori, do you remember the clip where the killer Mori'd you and you fell through the ground? Yeah, the Myers one. Yeah, you're right. I think I still have a clip of that. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like I have it. I just don't know where I put it. I know I clipped it because it was funny. The animation was actually kind of funny. I was like, what? I'm always saying what about this game? Let him cook. Let him cook. That reminds me, I need to break a broomstick. I needed my cook prop. Meaning Cook or Johnny? Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I feel like Sissy's going to be extremely popular, and I just feel like out of the three, if you're not playing Sissy or Leatherface, then you probably want a killer that can track. But I feel like ultimately you're going to want Sissy and the Cook. I feel like they're going to be so strong together. Because the thing is, if you get the Cook to actually push people into Johnny, he's going to be able to finish him off quicker because Johnny's much stronger. Actually, they're both pretty strong. But I do know Johnny's like almost as strong as Leatherface in terms of like... I don't think it's called brutality. I think it's savagery, something like that. Or it might be brutality, actually. You know what? We could check. Oh, there's a clip of it on the blue side. Okay. So someone made a clip already. Okay. I thought maybe I had clipped it already. Oh, it's Doctor. Vault. I was hoping you'd vault. Okay. He's probably gonna use this thing, isn't he? See if I can make it to this pallet. No, I got a little greedy there. Oh, wow. I'm surprised that worked twice. Nah, I'm not gonna make this pallet. Oh. Wow, why? Oh, this is gonna be tough. I can't tell if he's really chasing me or not. See how I have to double tap to get plot twist to work? That's just... something feels off. Yeah. Kill. Did she run up here towards me? Or what? Maybe I can, oh, here we go. Now he's chasing me again. Let's go. It's probably not what he wants. Considering he had that person injured. Ah, shit. Bro, dude. Let him cook. We're gonna fly. It clips that? Alright. Oh shit. Now he's chasing me. Nice, they are working on the exit. Oh no it. Oh, he messed up! He messed up! Bro, that was what? Why would he let that guy go? I feel like I gotta clip that too, right? Like, he knew I was behind him. He just GG, I guess. Clip that too. Survivor OP. I'm telling you though, when you get blinded like that, you gotta listen to the sounds. Plus, I think when I stunned him, he didn't realize he slid across the pallet and I was on the other side. Because he tried to hit me through a pallet. I'm like, bro. Like, that was weird. Oh, Rancor. It's the hillbilly. You're talking about the hillbilly. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That might actually be saved on my old computer. Honestly, I feel like I was about to call him Ace, but I feel like Nick Cage is giving some killers the business today. But I think in general, I'm just I think I'm more relaxed or not as intense, or just because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is coming out, so like I feel loose. I feel like I'm just ready to. I guess divulge into Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm ready. Would anyone be interested? Like, I was thinking about maybe doing it on like maybe starting Wednesday night. Cause I still have like, I feel like I have 8 hours worth of just like footage of just in the technical test. And I kind of just want to have like a watch party of like the technical test, like maybe a day or maybe 2 days before the actual release. So starting on Wednesday or maybe Thursday. Maybe it could just be like an all Thursday type thing where we just rewatch Texas Chainsaw Massacre videos, theorize, maybe do like a Q&A. Not just for me, because I know some people in the chat as well. Like, I'm sure you guys know some things I don't even know. But just for the people that want to get caught up, or maybe maybe have an advantage going into the live environment or the full meta game. But I feel like it'd be fun just to kind of relive the technical test a little bit. Because even rewatching some of the videos, like I learned stuff. Because I'll notice things that you're not paying attention to because you're so focused on doing the thing that you're doing while you're in the moment, versus like when you rewatch something, you see other things around the map that you may have not noticed. It's the best game ever, and you should buy it and play it for life. I do feel like there's gonna be like a lot of definitely a lot of memories to be made. 100%. Like with the 4 exits and like how things are designed, like once people start getting like the full like grasp of like how each map is related to each exit, like I had times where like I was running towards like one of the cattle grid exits and I realized it was cut off, and then I immediately changed directions and went back to the fuse knowing that I could just switch it. And then not only did I activate the fuse, I jumped through the well to actually get through the exit because the family members had me cut off down the main stairwell. Like once you understand it to that level, like there's gonna be so many exciting like memorable like escapes, or even like I got caught at the end because the family members played really well. They played it really well. You're going to get big on YouTube and have a nice Texas Chainsaw Massacre community. That's what it's all about, man. I feel like just... Well, I think big is relative, but in terms of like developing and, you know, harboring a community, is to me that's where it's all about. Just being able to meet people and bring them together by gaming. Like that's what it's all about. Demogorgon, what? That's weird. That is one killer I'm not really afraid of at all. It kind of reminds me of the Wraith. It just really comes down to like how many exposed perks do they have. He baited that really well. He might have got too greedy though. Oh shit. I think she knows. On this map, you want to finish the 3 gens that are basically in the middle. That way you split the map into two sides. All right, Azim, have a good one. Appreciate you stopping by. Shit. Oh, damn, dude. That one little mess up. The power of the crouch. Oh, shit. He actually played that well. I feel like I gotta push this gen, otherwise we're not gonna finish it. No. No, Nick. Healing this gen effectively heals me. Shit, I gotta run away now, though. Shit. Stay split up, Nick. Dude, you just see so far into this map. It's just crazy, dude. But no one's on gens again. Literally, if I got $1 for every time I said that. Shit. Oh my god, I'm getting stuck on shit. Oh shit, okay. Oh no. Dude, Nick. Yeah. Work the gin! Oh my god, dude. You're wasting your fucking time. Oh my god, dude. Whew. He just jumped off that top. Oh my god, dude. Is the killer coming back already? Feels like he is. Oh no, he's chasing Cage. I thought he was trying to camp. I gotta finish this gin. Don't have to worry about this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get stuck in like the silliest, like compromising positions. Oh my god, this gin should have been done 10 years ago. Shit. Oh shit. Damn, dude. It wastes a little bit of his time. Like a very minute amount of time it wastes, but it does. Oh my god, she's gonna get caught. Oh my god. Kate. Oh my god, dude. Why is no one on a gin? It literally only takes one person to save. Oh my god. He's still gonna come over here. Like. Dude, if she tries to pick me up, I'm gonna scream. The fact that there's 3 of them and none of them's on a gin, just why? Okay. Why? I feel like he might have do it, actually. I don't think he's got barbecue. It's got to be in this corner. The gin. I hear it. Oh, shit. The thing is, Dwight might actually die before we finish this gin. Why does it go from Nick Cage 01 to Nick Cage 04? That seems kind of weird. Let's see if there's a hex. No. Moment of truth. Yeah. No, Ed. Feels like we're gonna have to save this dude. Oh damn, okay. He might be running towards that other exit. That's probably why they opened it. Yeah, she's already like getting chased too. Nice. It used to be like, it was just known that like if someone was working on a gate, then someone would go to the other one. I feel like in today's Dead by Daylight, people tend to get caught at one gate because, like you get used to just one person opening the gate, to whereas like back in the day, people would purposely try to open both gates at the same time, and then you always have that second option to escape.
Oh boy, we're in the proverbial fire now.
Nice. All right. It's 2:30. Okay, I think I got time for one more match, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to call it for today, because ironically, or maybe it's coincidentally, I gotta get a chainsaw myself. There's a tree in my backyard I need to start cutting down like a few branches because it's starting to lean on my fence. And I noticed today when I was outside, it started to make a noise like where it's like starting to scratch against the fence. So probably need to cut down a few branches between now and tomorrow. But first, I got to get a chainsaw. Whether if I need it or not. No, I was debating for a while if I actually need a chainsaw, but I mean, we just have like I'm trying to think. What they're called. Crepe myrtles, or maybe it's crepe myrtles. No, whatever they're called. But they're getting kind of big, and they're starting to lean on the fence. Because I have like a handsaw. I tried. I mean, I cut branches before. It just takes forever because it gets pretty thick. Some of these branches. Plus, the side of the fence that it's leaning over is like right where a street is. So I don't really have like too much time to like be sawing, especially if cars are driving by. So it'd be better if I could just saw it real quick, and then I can break it into smaller pieces and just burn it after it dries out. Just get Bubba to do it. That really wouldn't be a bad idea. If I could, I would. Hitchhiker. That scares me though. When you saw when Hitchhiker got hit by that semi at the end of the movie, that was so random, but I loved it. Just like the perfect time for that semi to drive by. All right, it's either going to be Wesker or Sadako. It has to be. But I wouldn't mind seeing like a Wraith.
I hate this particular fog.
Don't think it's Sadako. I think it's Night. Yeah. Oh shit, he's already running towards me. Oh, damn, there was a hex over there. Damn. I'm glad that person got that hex. Pretty much sandbagged that person, didn't even know it. Still showing that there's a hex. So I wonder if that was Undying. It's not Ruin, is it? No Ruin, okay. Come on. Damn, dude. I feel like they're all over the place. Ooh, is that Repressed Alliance? I think it is. I think Repressed Alliance with Gin Tap or Wiretap, whatever. He's spending so much time over there, though. This is why, like, killers, I don't understand, like, when you waste so much time in one area. Like, you're essentially allowing the Gin Rush. Okay, people are screaming, so I think he might have Iron Maiden. Like... Okay, I think they had Repressed Alliance, Gin Tap, and the one that makes the Gin explode if he kicks it, because he will not kick that Gin. He might quit. We basically got through his 2 hexes. He's been chasing everyone. We finished 2 Gins. We're about to finish 3 Gins. Yeah, I can see this guy quitting. Oh, they barely worked that Gin. What am I talking about? I thought the Gin that they were on at that main building was almost finished. Thrill of the Hunt. Oh, you know what? I bet he's got Pentimento. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's just gonna spend so much time in the center. Oh no, he might actually get someone now. Oh no, he might go back to the main building. We'll know. Oh, we'll know if those 2 people, if they get chased off that Gin. Nope. He's finally committed to a chase. But is it too late? Starting to feel that way. You got to the main building too late. I feel like there's a few... Was it one more totem we need to get? First hook of the match. Ooh, it's close. Wow. He's probably gonna send a knight over here, watch. He's gonna meet me at the hook. What's this guy doing? Okay. Surprised he didn't reset this totem. Is everyone looking for a totem? There was one more hex. Unless someone just got it and I didn't realize it. No, it's not this one. She needs to stay on that gin. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's probably gonna catch up to me. He's gotta hit me first. Yeah. Oh my god, they're healing before they're finishing that gin. Jesus Christ, dude. Doesn't it make more sense to finish the gin first and then heal? When you know the killer's not gonna run over there? Or whatever. Shit. Oh my god, dude.
Don't do this to me. I'm not a worm.
Oh my god, dude. Why does it feel like they're not going to save me? It really feels like they're not going to save me. They're both at the one exit. Only one person. God, dude. Why are they such chicken shits? Like, they should be working on the gate that's the most closest to the hook, but let's run all the way across the map, because that makes sense. That guy could have grabbed that banner for her. Holy shit, dude. You gonna grab the banner? Wow, okay. Don't drop the pallet on me, guy. This guy should be sending out at night, I was gonna say. Damn. Well, at least they tried to save me. I did not think that they were going to do that. Oh, damn, he healed already. Yeah, there's not much you can do. I just want to see the perks. Devour Hope. Face the Darkness. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, okay. I should have known that with all that screaming. Okay. I should remember that next time now. Face the Darkness. Yeah, Hex and Dying. Thrill of the Hunt. Oh, yeah, this is a really weird combination. Okay, so that's why I thought it was Pentimento, but it was just he had 4 hexes. Okay. Interesting build. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I do think maybe around, like I said, Wednesday or Thursday, we might just do like a watch party type deal where we just watch a lot of videos from the technical test right before the release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Friday. But for now, I'm going to have to end it. But I'll be back tomorrow morning on Facebook if you're interested. But you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you later. Peace.